I have started recording now.
Okay. So hello everyone. We'll be starting the Canva workshop right now. So the focus of today is just gonna basically be about like building your own website on Canva, which I think is something that could be beneficial for us as co-op students because it's not like something like typical and it could be used like I don't know like in networking events and stuff like that. You could like create your own like small card with that says like your name and stuff like that with like a QR code that you could scan to open the website or like just have your website ready or something that's like accessible like that, which makes it a bit more creative and like something that's not really seen yet. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. I can do a quick recap of Canva in general first, just to like get things going, and then we can start with the website. So first of all, like when you first log into Canva, this is what you see. Like there's this bar here that says like home, templates, projects. And then if you subscribe for the Canva Plus, which is something that you have to pay for, you have like extra stuff, which is content planner, brand, this like and stuff like that, which could be very, very helpful if like you have like a marketing like internship or job or something like that, or like anything that has to do with social media, content creation and stuff like that. So this could be really helpful. And templates here, you can see like a lot of examples of templates of like whatever you are looking for. And then projects are the ones that you have worked on. Like for example, I have mine here, vary from a lot of stuff. So yeah. And then here you'll see like in the middle, like what will you design today? So you have a lot of options. For us, it's basically going to be websites today, but like as you can see here, there's a lot of other options, and in each one of them, there's like categories as well. So, for example, under websites, you can start and see like build your online presence. Like you can choose what you're looking for specifically. Like in our case, to be portfolio website. But like there's um, options for like education, business, retail, biolink, service, and all of them, of course, like most of them are free. But of course, like some options or some examples do come with like the Canva Plus membership, which you have to pay for. And then when you scroll down a bit lower, you can see like a few templates. And then, for example, like if you chose the business website, you can see a few here and you can like click on that arrow here that see more, or even click on see all to see all of them. But in our case, we should be choosing portfolio website. So most of them are kind of based on like graphic designer portfolios. So it could be useful for students that are working in that. If you have like art pieces or anything that you've worked on or any type of content that you want to share, this could be really helpful. But it can also be used as like a resume website as well, like I mentioned. So that's basically it. And if we just were to like write something like resume website or whatever, you see here, there's like templates or projects. So projects are the ones that you already have worked on or you've already opened one, versus like templates is usually just like examples that you can just use and then edit based on what you need. So if you just to click on resume website templates, that's what you would find a lot of different types that you could basically use. There's a lot of options. But the one I chose for us today as an example is light pink, royal. Oh, it's called light pink, royal, purple, light, whatever. Okay. Anyways, so that's the example I chose. It's very, very simple. It's like also very creative. But obviously, if it's a bit girly for you, you could like change the colors, you could edit image. You could even put like a new picture here through uploads. And then as you can see here, like I use Canva a lot to like put stuff. So you just can upload the picture here and then I don't know, like just put it in. So I'm just gonna show you guys an example to see like how it works. So you can just put in the picture like that and then undo like that. So that's if you want to change the picture in the background. And then after that, you can just put like change your name. Let's say if I were to talk about myself, do that. She, her, if you want to put in nicknames. And then if I were to put my title right now, it would be internship. I mean, intern. Of course, I'd add a picture of myself and then connect with me. So there would be the links for like all of my social media, my email, my Instagram, my Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. And then here I could put in like anything that's about me, education, of course, and experience, and then like resume, basically. So that's basically it. It's very, very simple. But like, of course, if we need something a bit more sophisticated, we could do that as well. And we can preview. So that button here at the top is preview. So of course, without navigation, but you can do with navigation. So like that's basically how it would look like. And you can obviously edit the design however much you want it to look like. So that's the preview. And we could also publish the website. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky depending on if you have Canva Plus or not, or you might have to buy a domain. So, like if it's the free domain, then you can publish it to a Canva domain. But if you already have an existing one, then you have to like use that, or you can purchase a new one. So we could try free domain. Yep. So we can just put like, I don't know, your okay, dot my Canva dot site, continue, username. Mm, okay, okay, just put 12, whatever. Why is it not working? Okay, it was working fine just a couple minutes ago. I'm confused as to why it's not working. Let's just try. Yeah. I don't know why this is not working. I'm sorry, guys. But you can, it's very simple. Like all you have to do is just put your like just create the name basically for your website and just put continue and then it will be published. But like it all should be very simple from there. Also anything that I forgot to mention, oh, of course, you can add elements here if you're looking for like a, I don't know, like a GIF or a sticker or a picture or anything that's could be found here. You can find it through elements, and then there's a few examples at the top if like the ones that are kind of a given. For example, like the Facebook logo or wait. Sorry, like Instagram logo or Twitter logo or whatever it is. You can find them all here as examples. And if you need one that's from the internet, you can just like download the picture and then it will show up here as uploads and you just post the picture there. What else? You can also add text if you feel like it, anything that's added. So that's what I was saying about the Canva Pro. So Canva Pro here, because I'm a Canva Pro subscriber, I can use this one. And I can use like all of the ones that have this small crown here that says Canva Pro. But the people that don't have the subscription or that don't pay for it and only use the free version of Canva only have access to the ones that don't have this Pro button. The what's it called? The small crown thing. So that's basically it. And you can also like rename it. Let's say call it whatever website or actually resume website. Yeah. And then you can also share. So like you could download this, but it would download as a picture, like after like a PDF if you want, like you can choose to do that. And you can also share it on social media. You can print it. There's a lot of other options, but like for it to be an actual website, you would have to like publish it. And it would basically look like how I showed you guys in the preview right here. And if we were to click again with navigation, like it's basically just that. And resume, if you put on resume, when you click on it, it would like refer you to like a PDF version of this whole thing. And obviously that's the like beta or like testing format of it all. Like it's not actual unless you publish it. So that's very, very simple. Of course, like it would take us a bit more time if I were to put in my actual information, my education, my experience, and I could also add like more picture, more pages. And when I add more pages, that if I show you guys again here in the preview, you could just scroll down and like, let's say if we were to put like maybe an introduction about myself, sorry about that. If we were to put like, let's say this part down here, like maybe we want to all only talk about like me. That sounds very weird, but if we were to just like say that, like basically the title page or whatever is like just a picture of me. That's after this, that's me. It's not. Like my name, my title, whatever, and then like connect with me with links to all my social media. And then after that, there would be like about me. Of course, like I would expect it to be a bit longer, to have a bit more detail about myself, and then like maybe another page that talks about my education and then my experience. So it would all be divided and like made even bigger, smaller, whatever. That, however you would like, or even like that. So that's for the time being. Obviously, that's an example. Like it would be much bigger and much better if I actually put my own information, but like I don't think there's any use. Like it's very personalized. So I wouldn't want to like show you guys my examples. So yeah, so if I show you guys again, preview. Yeah, so that's how it would look like. The first thing you would see is just basically imagine that's a picture of me and title, whatever, and then about me, and then education, and then experience. So it would look much better and much nicer. But yeah, that's basically it. Does anyone have any question?
Yeah, I was wondering, I know like when I've looked at Canva before and I've used it, I like some of the like the graphics that are in the templates. They're really nice, and sometimes they're actually nicer than what is available, let's say, in PowerPoint. So can you use some of the graphics from Canva and put them in a PowerPoint, or are you just only able to use some of the fun graphics that are on Canva just for Canva projects, or let's say presentations? Or can you import them into PowerPoint, or do they have to stay like in a Canva presentation? Because like at co-op, we, as staff, we use PowerPoint.
MS Teams, yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know. So it depends on like what type of graphic. If you want to talk like the actual template, what you can do is, okay, I can show you an example. If we were to like go like, let's say for example, slides or whatever, I can show you like any, okay, that's a Canva Pro, but that's okay. I customize. So here, download. Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to download the whole template. Like it wouldn't be it. You can't like import it into like a PowerPoint. It would only be available as a PDF. You can see here, like if you put download,
Okay.
the only options you can have are like PDF. So like you would have to finish everything that you want to edit on Canva and then download it. But I'm pretty sure if you want like a specific graphic for like a, like let's say like a picture right here or something like that that's there, like
Yeah.
of course you can just copy paste it and put it into PowerPoint. But like as a graphic, like, or as a template as a whole, they're like much nicer than PowerPoint, but they don't allow you to like, import it as an actual PowerPoint. Like you would have to finish everything and then open it as a PDF. Like there's not even an option to like after it's done.
Okay. And then
So that's a bit annoying.
to import graphics, is that like for copyright? Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to take something from Canva? Like let's say I liked like this bell or something that is on the left, one of the graphics.
Yeah.
If I wanted to put that in my PowerPoint because I can't find a bell like that in PowerPoint, is that allowed like for copyright type of thing, or?
I'm pretty sure it is, because usually when you do that, you'll get like a small watermark of Canva. So like I'm pretty sure you're allowed because I've already tried so many other times and like it works.
Okay.
And yeah, it should be okay. Yeah. There's no issue with that. It's just that it's a bit annoying that you can't just like copy paste, you know, the like template to PowerPoint, which makes it a bit harder for like co-op students because I know we use like MS Teams and like my Office 365 as a whole. But like it's still free. It's still like very easy. You just connect it to your Gmail. I'm pretty sure like everyone has a Gmail, and or like if you don't like, you can just create one very easily and just connect it to your Canva. It's like very very simple. And yeah, it's just like that. Anything else?
Do you have any templates that you tend to like? Because I know that there's a lot of templates. So maybe for students, they might find it a little bit overwhelming because there's so much to choose from.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
So what I usually do, for example, like as you know, I'm the one that does the like not slides, sorry, the ads for every single event we have. So what I usually do is just go on the search bar and just put poster, and then like it makes the like the selection a bit smaller. So I usually just like pick any like template I think is cute or nice and has potential to like be changed. So I've used this one already. I don't know if you guys remember this one. I'm pretty sure I've also used as well. This one I used for the ad for this current event. So all these ones like I've used, just like it's very simple. You just go into it, customize this template, and then just customize depending on what you want. So for example, this one was like a save the date to like an event, and I just adjusted it to like what we needed on the app to be. So I just did that and it was very simple. But usually that's what I would do just to like make the selection a bit easier on myself. I've also one time I tried to, this was a bit complicated, but I'll show you guys what I did. So this one was like a presentation that I had for one of my classes was BTM 481. Initially, it was a video. So I had created like a video presentation, but that wasn't going to work out because the video runs on its own, and we needed to like for us to be in control of when we skip the pages. So what I did is that it took a bit of time, but it was very, very much worth it. So basically what initially it looked like that, it looked like an actual video, like it just worked on its own. It was basically it was a whole project that we did, and we just acted as if we were on the news and saying it on the news, like a news report kinda. So that's basically how it looked like. It was like a whole video thing, but we couldn't time ourselves properly to when we would like have to skip the pages. So we thought that it would be safer to just like do it as a slide. So what I did from that video, I just clicked on here, put download, and then I downloaded as a GIF every single one of those pages separately. So you just put here file type, GIF, and then after that you just put wait, where did it go? Oh my god, sorry, GIF, and then download. And then after they were all downloaded, what I did is that I created a presentation, like a normal presentation. And that you can do from here. You can just go up and just put presentation, and you can choose whichever one you want. I used the other like template we had already. So what I did is that I downloaded the presentation, and I downloaded each GIF on its own. And then now how it worked is that it was a GIF that still had a lot of animation on the picture, but when you would present full screen, when you would present it, it wouldn't skip pages. So it wasn't a video anymore, and I was able to like manage it on my own. So I was the one that was like, changing the slides and stuff like that. So that was a bit more complicated, but just to show you guys that it's all doable, and it's also very like easy in general. So if you have any other questions about that, or like guys, the ones that are watching the recording, if you need any help with that, just send me a message on Teams and I would love to help out if you need any help. Anything else?
Yeah, I have another question about the template. So
Yes.
let's say if I search in the search bar for the word engineering, because I want to like try to design something for social media for an engineering event that I'm doing for students. If I search the word, if I search engineering and I find a template that I like, once you find a template, are you able to decide what kind of like product you want to make? Like, let's say I find a template that I like, am I able to decide that I want to make a social media post, let's say, or a report, or does, when you search, does it tell you what format it will be in, like available?
Yeah, usually it will tell you like what type of format it is. Like, for example, this one you can see here, like it kind of looks like a poster. For example, this one is like a presentation. You can see here poster by Canva, presentation by. So you would have to pick a template that already fits what you want.
Okay.
But sometimes there's like a bit of flexibility. Like obviously a poster can be a social media post, you know, like sometimes those types of things could work. Like a resume could be like made into a poster could be made into a resume, like that works. But as long as like at the end, like it's like a kind of an A4 like setting, if you want to call it that, versus like if you need a presentation, then you obviously have to go for like, for example, this option which says presentation, or this one, for example, you know. So Instagram post, resume, flyer, poster, these are all kind of the same thing. But like if you have an idea of what you want, for example, if you want to advertise an event, then I would obviously say poster is a good one, flyer is a good one. Yeah, so like it just depends on what you're looking for. But anyways, whatever you like, you are looking for, there's like a million other types of templates. So if you put like design, or if you put even food, if you put literally whatever, like you're gonna get something. So there's literally no worry about the template.
Okay, perfect. And I see you can filter on the side too. So once you search something, you can filter. I just saw that now. So that's perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Really true. No worries.
I think you have a student that joined. So maybe, I don't know if there's I think there is a student online. Maybe ask him or her if they have any questions.
Hi, Muhammad. Do you have any questions? I'm sorry, I know you joined a bit later, but do you want me to re-explain something? Can you guys hear me? I hope you can.
Yeah, all good. Yara, actually, I'll ask you about. Let's say I don't want to pay for Canva Pro. Do you think I can get around quite well and do
definitely
presentations as you do? Yeah,
everything. Yeah, I wasn't paying for it up until like I showed you guys this like BTM presentation thing that I did. That's when like I did Canva Pro, because I needed to like, I wanted it to be like the extra mile. I wanted to be so creative. So I was like, you know what, it's worth it. It's only like $10 or $15 per month. And I found it personally worth it because I do work on it a lot, you know, like I do the ads, I do like, I basically do even like my lock screen like stuff from my laptop, my phone. Like I really use Canva for everything. So I felt like it was useful for me, but like you can get around with it. I've been using Canva for like a few years without no subscription. So there's literally no need at all. But like I would just wanted like extra spice, if you want to call it.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks so much for sharing again.
No worries.
I had a question as well. You know, you showed us the resume portal where the portfolio. So I was wondering, I mean, during did you find any portfolio for for engineering or for technology? Are those available as well? Because I think uh we have a lot of students who would be find it really beneficial to create a portfolio which is a technical one. So
yeah, of course. I honestly did not check them one by one. I usually just try and see like from the like when you hover on it, like you see here. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry for the loud noise. But like if you see here, like, like if you hover on it, like it starts skipping, so you can kind of get an idea of what the website is going to be. Like, for example, I was showing you guys the portfolio website. So that's how it could look like. But like, I'm obviously, like, if you look up a bit more, if you like search for it and you just look something, maybe like something that could be similar or could be used, maybe not specifically in engineering portfolio website, but you could definitely like get away with something. We can try and see if we can find a specific one for engineering portfolio, maybe engineering resume. Yeah, so mostly they're all like, you see, we can also get an example or like inspiration of like resumes here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Maybe it would give hints for
exactly.
People like me to create a portfolio, as in what can be included.
Yes,
so
yes. And I've used all of these types of templates to like do my own resumes, not the co-op ones because they're a bit more specific, but like any other job I've worked, I've just relied on like these examples to like just like use a bit of information, see like what other people have wrote, and then you would just like go from there, use it as an inspiration. Of course, like we all know not to plagiarize, we all know not to like reuse information. It's obviously also very personal, like you can't really put like, let's say, someone else's picture or like someone else's, like, I don't know, like their description, like profile, that doesn't really work. But you can use it as an example or like a base if you need help, of course. So it could be good for people that have never done a resume before.
Thanks, Yara.
No worries. I see, Mohammed, you had the question. You said I missed the animation part. Can you tell me where you found the animation? Can you clarify which animation you're talking about? Are you talking about how I did the presentation with the video and how I turned it into a presentation?
Yeah, like the way the globe was spinning, mainly.
Oh, okay, the globe was spinning. So that's okay. I'll show you exactly how I did it. So what I originally did is I just put a news report, news video or something along the lines of that. And what I found was like a bunch of different videos of like basically like news reports. So for example, I had this one and I opened this one, and then I wanted a couple more. So I didn't want only one, I wanted a few. So what I did is that I just did that. And then I just was like plus, and then you can see here like those two that I was looking at, two examples, sorry. And you can just like hold it, drag it, and put it here. So now you have two videos, right? So after that, how I turned it. So this was how originally I found it. I wasn't the one that created the globe turning. That's out of like my expertise. I don't really know how to do that, but I know how to like use that and make it into something that's a bit more useful for a presentation. So again, what I did is that let's say we had these two videos and I wanted it to be a presentation because I didn't want to control the time that I have to speak depending on the video. Like I didn't want to rush, or I didn't want to be like, oh my God, if I took a bit longer to like explain something and then the video was skipping to like another side where I'm not even done and I would have to like return back. It's like, it's a bit complicated and not the smoothest if you're doing a presentation, especially when it requires you to speak and not like record you speaking. So what I did is that, for example, this video, what I did, I put share here and then download, and then not as an MP4 video, I did as a GIF, which like short clip, no sound. And then, yeah, I'll show you exactly how I did it. And then I obviously selected one by one because it just made it smoother, just to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, because I tried to like download them, all of them, and then they would all download as one GIF. Like the two, like let's say these two videos, they would both of them would be into one, which this is not what I wanted. I want each one to be on its own. If that makes sense, tell me if it doesn't make sense. I'll repeat and go over it. I know I might be like acting as if you guys know all of that, and I tend to forget sometimes that not everyone is as skilled in Canva as I have become. But let me know if I'm going too fast or you've missed something.
No, you're good. Thank you.
That's okay. So No worries. So yeah, so it's just downloading. It's taking a bit longer. And then after that, in the meantime, like you can just go back, put presentation, let's say, because I wanted it to be a presentation. And then in my case, I just put create a blank presentation because I did not want like a new template. I already had one. So what I did is I did that. And then it's taking forever to download. I don't know why. And maybe I could show you guys. Okay. No, I don't know where it went. I wanted to show you guys the old one that I had. So I don't know where I put it. Okay. It's taking forever to download. I'm so sorry. It's annoying. I know. I'm sorry. Here, it's not working. I don't know why, but anyways, like once it downloads as a GIF, all you have to do is just add it. Oh, okay, it's here, perfect. So do that, and then you drag it here, and then after that, you just put it here, and you see that's how it becomes perfect, and that's how it is. Okay, and yeah, that's basically it. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's how it is, and that's how you get like a GIF or like a presentation from a video.
Yara, could you maybe share with us? So you said that you're currently on a co-op work term, right, for the winter semester. So are you using Canva in your work terms? Maybe you could share, what program you're in, if you're using it, or how did you learn Canva? Because my understanding is it's probably not covered in, your academic courses at Concordia. So how did you learn it, or how did you come to be interested in learning this program, or why is it important for whatever you're working on? So other students can learn from you.
Yes, of course. So I learned Canva on my own, like literally on my own. I just like surfed the website and just kind of figured it out on my own, like kind of was like looking around, like figuring it out. It was very simple. Like I didn't even need like an instructions video or anything to like figure it out. And none of my internships, because I'm on my third right now, none of my internships like ever had something to do with Canva. Like they were more focused on the DTM kind of things, even though I have a marketing minor. I never really used Canva for any of like my projects or anything in like work sense, but like for school, I really do use Canva. And of course, like for P2P, that's all I use. Like Canva is like my go-to for everything. And I also mentioned that I also like create my own like pictures or like desktop backgrounds or like phone backgrounds on Canva as well. But I was interested into learning more about it because I felt like PowerPoint did not provide all that I needed. I needed something a bit more creative, something that was also user friendly, and something that did not require me a lot of time to learn. So Canva is like basically the perfect tool for like anyone, and basic knowledge of Canva is very easy to have, and it's also very beneficial for like any like random like event you might have, like let's say like you're planning a party or literally anything. Like I'm talking from like something as superficial as a party to even like a PowerPoint presentation or even like a business proposal. Like it could range from like the smallest thing to the biggest thing. And like in our previous Canva workshop, I also like gave an example of how like you could even design your own like merch basically. So it really ranges from everything. There's no specific thing that I really use Canva for. It's basically everything that involves a bit of like graphic design and creativity in there. So that's how I learned and how I was interested into learning that. And I really recommend for everyone to have like basic knowledge of that. It might not be useful for everyone, because not everyone is like marketing based or like graphic design based, but it's good to have like basic knowledge of it. It's very useful. Any other questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. Stephanie, Nick, Ramsey, more questions?
No, I'm good
okay
here.
the second time around. Thanks again for having this workshop. It's fantastic.
Don't worry.
Yeah, thanks, Yara, and thanks for recording it. So maybe we can have Leslie share it with other students. We can maybe find some ways to share it so that people that weren't able to attend can still benefit from it, because you shared a lot of helpful information for certain programs. I think it would be very helpful too.
Yes, sure.